Finally, the truth is out. I mean, the truth why Reverend Father Ebuka Mbaka, why he is fighting Ebuka Obi, why he's quarreling with him, why he's against him. Finally, the truth is out. Most of you may have heard it, but I want to analyze that particular information. So that's why you need to stick to this channel to watch this particular scenario. The truth why Reverend Father Ebuka is against Ebuka Obi is finally out, exposed by a man they call on social media Mr. Governor Ezoku. You may have heard him, you may have listened to him, but I want you to sit back and listen to this side of the story. Before I allow you to listen to this, please, I want you to remove your sentiment that your love. I didn't say you should not love Reverend Father Ebuka or you should not love Ebuka Obi. They are all Umibo. They are all our brothers. Reverend Father Ebuka is one of the person Ndibo Jemono, and we should not disrespect him. So if you are writing any comment here against Reverend Father Ebuka, please remember he's still a brother. One, he is a man of God. Two, number three, he could be your elder brother in any way. So no disrespect, I beg you. The same way, if you're also talking about Ebuka Obi, remember nobody here is a younger brother to me and to some of us, but at the same time, he is still Owenyibo. He's our brother. So say your thing without abusing anybody, without any sentiment. We just let us defend the truth. Please listen to this. Remember, if you are not following us in this page, I don't know why. Are you so angry and embittered that you don't want to follow us? Please, I beg in the name of God, follow us on this channel. God bless you. Let's listen to that exposition by Mr. Governor Ezoku. Let's go.
For today, I am prepared to make the world understand the gospel truths. Ebuka Mbaka, those who trust Ebuka Mbaka, they are doing good, there's no problem. But they should go back and scrutinize these things I am telling you. Ebuka Mbaka will be surprised how I get my information. Even you will be surprised how I get my information.
I'm surprised though.
Ebuka Obi will also be shocked how I get this my information. And I'm telling you these things with all sense of humility. Mbaka is one mother. Mbaka is not a good person, and I want to prove it to you. I want to prove it to you now. This problem, maybe this problem between these two people. You see that did you remember there was a time P2B went to during the election. So when P2B went to Zion Ministries, he did not go to Zion, he went to see Ebuka Obi one-on-one. Did you remember? Now, those of you who works with the MTN, those of with MTN, collect the private line of Evangelist Ebuka Obi and that of Mbaka. Go and print to your findings. I am not supposed to expose my source because some of those things before you walk into people's privacy, then they went due process. But remember, there are Nigerians in abroad that can tap into even my calls. That is why you must mind what you say on the phone. You must mind what you say on the phone.
Mind what you say on the phone. As I pick this one now, I have to mind what I'm saying.
26 hours and some minutes later, P2B went to Ebuka Obi's place. A call came in from Emene, direct to the phone of Ebuka Obi. Calling Ebuka Obi, why would you accept P2B? His Excellency Governor P2B does not know about this thing I am telling you now because he must have heard the complaint. I am not the only person privileged to information. This call from Emene, this priest from Emene, was putting it directly to Ebuka Obi that why will you accept somebody who's gonna get that this person cannot be president? On the line, let me open my phone so that as I'm telling you, I'll be taking my point exactly from my source. Otoya, why will you accept the presence of a man whom I told you that does not mean well for the Igbo? The priest from Enugu, Emene, Reverend Father Ebuka Mbaka. Now, the opposite scholar, the opposite call, the man replied and said to him, is there any other person qualified, more qualified than he is? Daddy, Daddy, you were supposed to have invited me and tell me your reason of not supporting him. Okay? The priest did not wait again. None walk against him. This was where the problem started from. You listen to me? Now, he insisted that only women accept. Any candidate woman accept, all that candidates going out is supposed to accept as his son. You understand? So already, do you think that people do whatever it takes to collect this power from the Lord? I'm not quite sure and you are arguing with me. They got on the call straight. If you study that call history and details, people should stop arguing. Go and verify what I am telling you. Go and verify. Over 16 days, 16 good days, no call came again from this side. No call came again from this side. On the 19th day later, a call came from this preacher who is in Lagos into this particular phone again, of which this man never picked twice. Time of the call was around 5:11. This should be 11 minutes after 5 in the evening. You did not take the call. It didn't take more than 2 minutes again. He called back again. I believe this should be a kind of calling back his spiritual father. Maybe hand is off. He didn't take the call again. There was no call across these two both persons. For another 30-something days. There was no call again for another 37 to 38 days again. So let's assume they were using another phone to communicate, then we have no access to this. But believe you me, you can see that there were an argument from there. Then on the second point I want to make to you is, before now, people they load from Lagos to MNA. Right now, there is no such vehicles again loading again to MNA. In Lagos, go and verify this thing I'm telling you. Vehicles, those auxiliary buses, they don't load again. I challenge any of you.
Please, I begin to share this video. Share this video. Share the video.
Long auxiliary buses load from Lagos, Abuja, but Lagos is the highest number of attendants. Even this America we are talking about, America was few. Abuja was few, but Lagos held the highest. Now, right now, look at what's going on. If actually they are to be loading to MNA, okay, during adoration, the vehicles that goes out now is no more than 2 or 1, sometimes 1 hand. Now, after this whole thing, this man, Mbaka, got angry. Mbaka got angry. Before I move further, those of you who have my account number, should take my account, take my BVN, go to any bank and verify. If anybody paid me any bribe anywhere across BVN, I challenge anybody. If anybody pays me any bribe, if anybody has paid me kobo before to speak, if any pastor has given me money before, except one of my birthdays in 2017 when a pastor gave me 50,000 naira and he's in Owo.
Okay, let's not take much of our time in that exposition. He said, and it was because of Ebuka Obi's support for Peter Obi that is what is bringing all this brouhaha, all this saga. But before I conclude on this particular analysis, I want to ask Ndibo, why are we always against ourselves? Are the Yorubas behaving the way we are behaving? Let's assume Ebuka Obi is fake. But do you know that there is something good that he's doing in terms of the people he's paying salary, in terms of the hospital he's building, and plan to relocate Alibo and other things? Who are benefiting in the Igbo with the fake he is doing? Remember, I told you guys I'm not interested whether he's original or not. I don't know, and that's not my business. I have other things to pray for. That's begin to pray. Is Ebuka Obi real? If it is real, what is my gain? If it is fake, what is my gain? He's doing his ministry on his own. Reverend Fr Mbaka is doing his own on his own. Why will somebody not decide to run down another person's ministry just because you supported Peter Obi that you were against? Can you not see most of the prophecies, mainly political prophecies of Reverend Fr Mbaka, is politically motivated? The time he told us that God has sent a Messiah in the person of Buhari, look at the kind of Messiah God of Mbaka sent to us. I hope you guys have seen it. He told us that as if Chimaroke, is it Chimaroke or what the former governor of Enugu, that if he go back to office, that he will remove his garment as a priest. Do you know that was the time when the spiritual garment of God upon Reverend Fr Mbaka may have been removed? I'm not saying emphatically, but I'm suspecting for them to say if this man win the election, win Senate, is it Chimaroke or is it Namani? That if that man wins, he will remove his garment as a priest, and that man won that election. Do you know that could be what he said? That maybe spiritually God has removed the garment of priesthood from him. That he started making all these negative utterances here and there. Look at the Buhari that he prophesied. Somebody can prophesy that this person is going to win. Yes, but you have to attach. But there's a Yoruba man who said, if you vote Tinubu, you are doomed. That your life you will suffer. That you have not seen suffering under Buhari, you will really see the real suffer. And that is what is happening. So if that man prophet that Tinubu will win, he also tell us what is going to happen if he wins. But Mbaka said that Buhari will win. He never told us the pain we are going to go through. And when we started going through that pain, I expected it to come and debunk rebuke Buhari. Have you heard that why he's making this prophet? Because he is connected to the northerners. He said that Peter Obi cannot remove power from them. But by the spiritual grace of God, Peter Obi disarmed them, won the election. Have you seen in history anybody from the southeast that have won election in Lagos against his opponent who came from Lagos? Has it ever happened before? He won in the north, Jos. He won so many places that they later turned again. River State, he convincingly won. Peter Obi, Wike have to deliver his bidding with his Abado by handing over Peter the result, turn it upside down against Peter Obi for his man. That's why he's now in Abuja. So why am I saying this? Why, Reverend Fr Mbaka? Let me end this analysis by pleading with you, Reverend. We love you. You are a man of God. At those days, I don't know now. You are a gift to Igbo land. We respect you. I can never disrespect you. I'm only saying the fact and figures. So I'm only pleading with you, Reverend Fr Mbaka. You are not gifted in prophecy. Your prophecy are politically motivated. Your prophecy about Badinoju, if you win election, your Buhari, all look at the condition of those prophets came. Now, when Peter Obi went to come for this election, you also came against him and told him he's not going to win. Why? That he's stingy. Not that he cannot deliver. Then now, this information are revealed just because he cannot take power from the north. But you forget that God can do all things to those who believe in him. When I also want to say this now, for me, I'm simply to be a better Christian than Reverend Fr Mbaka. Sorry to say this. Forget about you are a man of God. You know why I say so? When Peter Obi had the abuses, all the whole thing he said against him, Peter Obi said, he is my father. I cannot insult him. What a heart of a Christian. The same thing he did when Soludo said a lot of things that he's not contesting for election. God proved Soludo wrong. You saw how he walla Soludo Nala during Soludo 180 days in office or whatever. As he entered, the story changed. God proved him wrong. But when they asked Peter Obi, he said, he's my governor and he's my elder brother. I cannot speak against him. This is what a Christian do. So if Reverend Fr Mbaka discovered that this guy is arranging miracle, you call him to order. The way you put up that call, talking about Peter Obi, that's the way you call him. Say, please stop. So if you are not saying that I have spoken to you privately, you are still doing this arranging, People will not say, he has spoken to him, but he never did. You came publicly, did first video, second video to run him down. Some of you are saying, is he the one he mentioned it? But have you heard this thing that's transpired to confirm that he was simply addressing Peter Ebuka Obi? Two point here, supporting Peter Obi against his own candidate of the Northerners. Number two, that people who have normally come to adoration are no longer coming. The more I'm also telling you that God may have removed the spiritual garment from him ever since he said that if Chimaroke wins election, thereabout, that I will remove my garment as a priest. And God removed his garment spiritually. It could be. I want to end this video here. I want to plead with all of us. Before that, my dear Reverend Father Mbaka, because I want to beg you. What kind of prophecy? You are not gifted in prophecy. God has given you the gift of boldness, speaking the word without looking at anybody, without any fear of favor. But the issue of prophecy, that this person is going to win or win, it's not of it's not your line. Allow people who own the grace to minister on that grace. I'm gifted in prophecy, but I don't have any time prophecy about the nation. Even if I receive a prophecy, I don't say it's a prophecy. I will always say that I feel, I perceive, look at what is going to happen. I won't even say it's God that told me. But woe to him that say when God has not spoken. If God really told him that all these people I mentioned are the people that are going to give us the promised land, how are we seeing otherwise? Then when after the prophet, why is he not boldly to deal with them for speaking the negative things? This video is already too long. Let me stop here so far. If there's need for the second part, I will come.